Pretties, it's Angela here, and today's video is going to be our monthly Birthstone Jewelry Collaboration Challenge video. And this month is for July 2022, and our color for this month is Ruby, the Birthstone of July, Ruby Red. And then our metal type, we could choose either gunmetal or gold. Our project type is earrings, and our fun element we could use was skulls or owls if you choose to. I am actually going to be doing 3 pair of easy, very simple earrings this time, and I love them all. I think they're super cute, so definitely stay tuned for the video. But I wanted to just go over next month if anyone is following along and you may not have the paper. The month of August will be the Birthstone Peridot. Our metal type we can choose from is silver or bronze. Our project type is a bookmark, which is something different, and so I'm kind of looking forward to that. I'm challenging myself with that as well. Our fun element, either tassels or dangles, so which should work really well with a bookmark, so that should be a lot of fun. So that'll be next month. But we are going to be working on our July. And like I said, I'm going to be doing 3 different earrings. So I have project materials for 3 different earrings here. As you can see, in all 3 of them, I am using ruby red color. This one I'm going to do kind of a mixed metal with the gunmetal and a little silver charm. I'm going to do a really fun monofilament earring. And then I'm going to do a skull. I have the ruby red skulls with the black trim. I'm going to make a really cool dangle drop with this, and then I'm going to make a 3 layer dangle earring with this, and this came out really cute. So I've done one of each already, and I'm going to go ahead and show you how to put these really quickly together. They're very easy. So I have a piece of my fishing line or monofilament. So I'm going to go ahead and string on these Swarovski crystals. And I am going to string on 3 of them, and I'm doing a kind of a ladybug theme. So I have 3 of the red, and then I think these are probably like about a 6mm, and then I have like these little, maybe an 8, I'm not really sure, but anyway, these look so tiny next to it. But these are a 4mm black, and my idea behind this was like the spots of a ladybug, the black little, you know, dots of a ladybug. So I have my red and I have my little black dot, and then I'm going to put on 2 more reds. So I'm going to put 4 in the middle of the 2 dots, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to hang my crystal from hang my charm. And I'm trying to see how I did this. I think I just used a smaller one. I just used one little jump ring, and I used a smaller one to hang my ladybug, because you don't really need, I don't want to add too much length with a jump ring. So I was trying to use the smallest ones I had in gunmetal to add this charm on. So I'm just going to open my jump ring. And like I said, it's mixed metal. It works well with the gunmetal because, the kind of antique silver, and it's got that black finish in the charm, so it worked really well. And then I'm going to close my little charm up, jump ring up on the charm. Then I'm just going to string that right on the monofilament, and then put 2 more crystals on the other side, 2 more red. I know I've said it in previous videos, I really love using the monofilament. It's just so lightweight, so easy to do, and I love it that it makes a teardrop or a hoop, or it depends on how many crystals you use. So I have 2 reds on each side of that little ladybug charm. I'm going to go ahead and grab my other black, the little 4mm, as my little spots on my ladybug, and then I'm going to put 3 more on the other side. Oops. And that is going to make my loop. And then I'm going to go through a bigger bead, which is just kind of a black rondelle, but it fits both of my pieces of monofilament through that bead. And kind of this reminded me of, like, it would be a symbol of like the head of the ladybug or the face of the ladybug, so it's black. And so I have that little circle or teardrop kind of shape, and I have my little ladybug there, my little spots, the red, and then I have like the little head of the ladybug. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and string on my clamshell cover. Just got to make sure you get both ends into that clamshell cover. I'm not going to worry about tightening it just yet because I have to get my crimp bead on, and I'm just using a small crimp bead because I'm going to flat crimp it inside of that clamshell cover. So just make sure that you pull both sides of your monofilament to where it is going through that big bead. Push it down as much as you can. Once you get your pliers into there, you can push it down with your pliers a little bit if you need to. So I'm going to hang on to my monofilament up here. I'm going to get my plier around that bead and I'm going to push down so I can get it tight, and then I'm going to crimp right inside of that clamshell cover. I usually give it a little tug just to make sure it's not going anywhere, and then I'm going to clip off those pieces of monofilament, close up my little clamshell cover, pop it on an ear wire, and just like that we have a super cute little ladybug earring. Let me go ahead and open this up and put it on my ear wire, making sure that we face our ladybug the right way. Close it up, make sure it's closed really good. You don't want anything to fall off. And then just like that, we have our first little pair of super cute ladybug earrings in the gunmetal findings. So that's where that gunmetal came in. I know it's not like a lot of it, but okay, so that's our first pair of earrings. Let's go ahead and move on to our second pair of earrings. And these are going to be a layered drop earring. So what I did was I had 3 little beads. I didn't want anything big because you'll see why. These are just kind of a simplistic design. But you want to make sure that you have 3 head pins that are straightened out. If it's not completely straight, if you have a pair of the nylon jaw pliers, you can just straighten those out because you do want your head pins to be straight as can be. I have 3 different lengths. You'll see one shorter, medium, and then longer. You want 3 different lengths. I didn't measure them. I just kind of eyeball it and I cut them both at the same time. So for both earrings, I'll have my 3. Let's see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of my head pins. I'm going to put on my bead. You can either take your barrel nose pliers or I forget what you call them, round nose pliers, and make a little loop at the very, very end. We want to just make it at the very end. I have my 1-step looper. What I do is I put it right to the end of the thing. I don't push it all the way through. And then I make the loop right at the end of the head pin. Take it off, and I have a perfect little circle. Now, if it doesn't close all the way, you just want to make sure it's closed. Mine was actually closed perfectly. So I'm going to go ahead and put that one down. Do the same thing with the other 2. We're going to put our bead on. I'm going to put this right to the tip of the plier loop part, and I'm going to let it go around and form its loop and take it off, and then I have my little loop. And I'm going to close that one just a little bit more, just because I don't want it to come off of the jump ring that we're going to put on it. And so now I have my little loop and it's closed. I'm going to do my last one. Like I said, these are so easy, but they're so cute. Finish. And you can do these with like just a few leftover beads. This is good to finish up using some spare beads. I'm going to make sure that little loop is closed good. Okay, now I have all three of my earring lengths with my beads on. I'm going to go ahead and get me a jump ring. Open it up. Now I like to make sure that the back part of my loop are all facing the same direction when I put it on my jump ring. So like that's the back of the loop. I'm going to make sure that this one goes on with that back facing this way. And same thing with this last one. Because when I put my ear wire on, I want to make sure that when I put it in my ear this way, all of those back of the loops will be facing the back of my ear. I hope that makes sense. Alright, I'm going to close up my jump ring. Make sure it's nice and closed. We don't want anything falling off. So let me just have a second to look at that. Alright, and just like that, we have, look at that, how cute. Let me just get them straight on here so you can see them. Look how pretty those are. Now, you can do it mirrored, or you can do them both facing the same way. It really is up to your preference on how you like your earrings. If you like them mirrored, just make sure that you put, you hold one and then make the smallest go to the inside, middle, and then the outside. But aren't those super fun and super cute? And like I said, you can use any little crystal, any little bead. Just make your head pins 3 different lengths, and they will be layered like that. So that is the second pair, and that is the gold and the ruby. So that's where those elements come in. And then I actually made these 2 earrings first, and I said, oh my goodness, I didn't use my fun element. So I said, I gotta make another earring because I have to use all of the components. I have to challenge myself to use everything. Alright, so first what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a ball head pin because I want to make a little dangle to hang from my skull. So these head pins or ball head pins are really thin, so I'm going to wire wrap this because if I just make a loop, I'm scared it's going to fall off. So I'm just going to take my round nose pliers, make a little loop, bring it around, and I'm just going to make a messy wrap loop and just, make a few little turns around there, as many as I can get. It doesn't have to be neat. I just really want perfect. I just really want it to stay. I'm going to go ahead and clip off that excess. And then if anything is poking out, just make sure you tuck it in. You don't want anything scratching anybody. Alright, and then I'm going to take my gunmetal head pin, eye pin now, because that's what my little dangle is going to hang from. I am going to put my skull on. I am not going to cut this length. I am not going to wrap it. I'm going to do the same thing I did with the gold ones. I'm going to make a loop right at the end of my eye pin, just like that. And I'm going to make sure that it's closed up. Gotta hold on to that. Let's see. Alright, make sure it's closed up really good. I'm going to come down here and open this little end so that I can hang my little bead down here from the bottom that we wire wrapped. Make sure that is closed up really well. Alright, and then I'm just going to attach it to my ear wire. And that gives you a longer dangling earring, and you can see the metal, and it's just fun. I like to say it's fun and flirty when you have all that movement. So like I said, the eye pin gives you movement, and then that little dangle gives you a little extra movement. And so this is the finished pair of the skull earrings. And like I said, this little piece just dangles back and forth. This gives you a little extra length. Of course, if you don't like the extra length, you can always wire wrap it right there and add it to your ear wire and just make it shorter. But I thought it was kind of cool. I liked it like that. I thought it was different. So that is our 3 pair of earrings. Let me go ahead and put them down here so you can kind of see them a little bit better. Like I said, if you did it the opposite way and wanted to mirror it, you could definitely do that. Where the shorter one's facing in, or put it the opposite and have it framing your face, which is really pretty as well when you do these kind of earrings. Like so. If I can get it to lay down and cooperate, being just like a child, doesn't want it to do what you want it to do when you want it to do it. Okay, there we go. Finally. And then we have our really cute skull earrings. I love how these came out. I really do. I think they're really fun. Alright, so that's our 3 pair of earrings. Really fast, really simple. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you're following along. If you don't have a YouTube channel but still want to share your project for the month, I do have a Facebook group, and the link will be in the description box below. So definitely click on that link and follow me on Facebook so you can post your pretties. I would love to see what you made. A lot of ladies do that, and it's just so fun to see everybody's creative process and how they think about using the different elements that we challenge. Again, in August will be peridot. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing your finished products. Bye, guys.